Hello, it's Dr. Wendy Rowley in the new series called The Lightworkers and the New Divine Feminine. This episode is, excuse me for cheating, the new Divine Feminine effect on Lightworkers. The new Divine Feminine effect on Lightworkers. Sometimes my brain just doesn't want to remember words and numbers, but hopefully that'll get healed out. Okay, so let's get out of the way and see what Aliania says. I'm learning myself new perspectives, and I hope you're finding this series enlightening and puffs you up a little bit with your spiritual self-esteem, and that you get the idea, as we're starting to realize, that as the energy is shifting in this great shift with these 3 years of the new Divine Feminine upgrade, it seems that some of the tools need to be adjusted. YouTube, I can't remember, sorry if it's the heart tones. I think it's Women's Sacred Sound. The last two have two ways of, two very, very common tools that are helpful to set a space and shut your lower three chakras. And there's new ways of doing that. And I had been playing with that, sort of seeing that morph in and out in my own work. And I'm sort of using that now. And let's see what unfolds here. And my understanding is this entire series has sound alignments in it. And they'll be at the end, so you can just record them or attune to them. Okay, let's see what happens today. Oh, good day to you, dearest beings of light. I am Aliania of Cosmic Service, a Pleiadian Mother of Sound. Peace be with you, peace be with you, and peace be with you. In this new Divine Feminine effect on Lightworkers, we wish to tell you 3 new things that we have not mentioned before. Coming into the heart of Lightworkers who work at this level, as we've described in the first video, is not only the new Divine Feminine impulse that comes online in 2027, not only the new connections through the Christ grid or soul mastery grid out to the greater field, into the golden level of the human Akash, the human consciousness grid, and over and through the soul interim grid, the soul creational grid, or the interim Christ grid, which is like a changing grid, like you have a spirit body, but you have an interim spirit body where all the healing and evolution happens, and eventually your actual spirit body takes those on through evolution. So you get new spiritual anatomy, you get new connections to the creative source and creational levels, and that's the way it is. So we have, besides those pathways and the pathway through the Christ or soul mastery grid into the soul sound cell of soul groups that is connected to divine intelligence, is 3 other new things. There is an ability to work with a higher frequency of light. There is ability to heal in deeper levels of the heart field and the high heart field. And there is an ability to work with the Christ healing forces in those 3 areas like there never was before. Because these are new connections, and these are new pathways, and these are new frequencies of healing energy that actually are coming from group soul levels for both the individual and the group. And this is something new. And so what that means is that there needs to be new tools. Now, we have stated in other videos that a lot of the healing at the shift change time starts to move to groups. And there's already people that are doing this kind of work. Dr. Joe Dispenza and is one that this one knows about. And there's one over in Japan. There's maybe 2 in the Orient in various areas. And we know of a couple in Europe, and some in South America, and some in the United States. And the tools are percolating in for this new energy through people. And usually what you're going to find is they're simple, elegant, and easy to learn. They're more based on intention and having had activations to access those new frequencies than they are in the old paradigm where you had to learn a modality or maybe hand positions or different types of symbols or different places to place your hands. And different affirmations people had to say, or whatever was done in those modalities, it all becomes very simple when it goes to the group level because it's also going to higher levels of creation and things get more simple and elegant. So that is some of the things that this one's like, oh, did we lose subject? Excuse her, get out of the way. And oh, we got a light path coming in, and we're not going to get up and adjust. She likes the natural light, and it'll cloud over in a second. So if you see shadowing and things, just it's the light. Hey, let's see what we do with this just for fun. We're just going to adjust this new thing we found called Studio Light. Well, you still have it, but it's a little less washed out. But we'll keep it. Okay, just having fun with that. And so we're not going to get up and shut that. We didn't know that ray of light was going to come through, so we expect it'll disappear in a bit. So the effect on Lightworkers of this new 3 new capabilities for the high heart, the heart field, higher frequencies and higher frequencies of Christ healing energy are that there is a need to be able to raise your vibration up to this level. And there is a need to heal between where you are now and this level. So that means that in groups that are going to get these activations, there's going to start to be more profound healing going on during that group experience. So you're going to see more healing start to take place in group events that do juicy energy work. And we're talking about light worker work. We're not talking about intention of benevolence work. We're talking about those who are bringing in new paradigms or who are working the grid puzzle or changing things on that level. And you're going to start to see more healing in these events. So that's what we wanted you to know in this video. We also want you to know that you can do this long distance based on intention. So if you can't get to the group, most of these groups are going to have a period where they're going to start to open a camera for the healing section so that those who want the healing can have the healing, which would also require a bump up of their energy. Now, they might not get all the activations to be able to do, but they will get, there we go, a little bit there. Maybe we can do a little turning here. Nope, that's not going to work. Maybe we can do but they won't get the activations to be able to actually work in that energy paradigm, but they can get an activation to open up to the frequencies there at the soul level and have the healing. And you're going to see this in groups. There'll be a portion where they open up for the healing for the greater good of all. So we just wanted you to keep a lookout for that there'll be offerings of small snippets of spiritual on-site events that will be very nominally priced, where you can get healing and a connection to deeper levels of soul frequencies, resonances, and harmonics to be able to do that healing. This is what we wished you to know this day, and you are dearly loved, and to expect benevolence in all you do. Peace be with you. Ah, there we go. That's a little better. Peace be with you. Now, in this one, we're going to do a sound alignment for a intention activation for the new energy to be able to do this. What is that? We've never done an intention activation in an alignment, and this is something new. And this one really wants to get that light out of the way, so we're just going to lean back. So we'll speak louder. So that is something new. And it is something that is coming in through the new divine feminine energy. So an intention activation is opening up part of a pathway so that your soul can get the resonance in that pathway that you want more soul presence in that pathway. It's like opening up a precursor to a pathway. And that's the best way to describe it. So the precursor for the pathway of the new divine feminine frequency upgrade for this newer level of healing that's coming through is within this intention, alignment. And that's what that is about. We won't come back. This one won't come back and speak, and we will sign off so that you can have this at the end, as we will be doing all throughout this series. So we say now, peace be with you. You are dearly loved. Expect benevolence in all you do, and we bid you adieu. And we're going to have this one hold the microphone a little closer so we can stay out of that bright, funny light. Okay, here we go.